there, I'm Michelle Gribble Dates. I am a yoga instructor with Yoga for Change. I'm also the creator of Story and Stretch Narrative Yoga for Kids and mother of this magnificent being. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Joy and I love yoga.
And what are we going to be doing today, Joy?
We are going to be doing yoga that helps you go to sleep and have a calming time.
That's right. We're going to show you 10 yoga poses that help you fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. Let's get started. Awesome. So the sequence of shapes that we're going to do are arranged from most active to most soothing. Most of them can be done in the bed. We're going to do all of them in the bed. And I would suggest that as you guide your child through this series, to hold each one for about 30 seconds to a minute and to do long, slow, deep breaths together. So Joy's going to do all of them in the bed. The first two are kind of better done standing on the floor next to the bed, but you can do whatever. So the first one is called Greet the Moon. It's similar to stationary sun salutations, but the child greets the moon and reaches for his or her wishing star. So here we go, Joy. Go ahead and begin standing tall. As you breathe in, raise your arms up and overhead, wave at the moon.
Hello, moon.
And then breathe out and fold forward, letting your head hang heavy. Now inhale and come all the way back up to standing. Reach for the sky and grab your wishing star. Breathe out and pull that wishing star down into your heart. 2 more times. Breathe in, rise all the way up, waving at the moon.
Hello, moon.
Breathe out and fold forward. On your next inhale, reach back up, grab your wishing star, and then breathe out and bring it down into your heart. Last one. Big breath in. Hello, moon.
Hello, moon.
Breathe out and fold forward. As you breathe in, come all the way back up. Reach up and grab your wishing star and then pull it down into your heart. Yeah. So next we're going to do a standing forward fold. So Joy, begin standing tall with your hands on your hips. Yeah, and your feet are a little bit farther apart. They're not touching. Now, as you breathe in, make your spine grow up towards the stars and then breathe out, fold forward, and you might bring your hands all the way down to the bed. Let your head hang. Pretend like it's a bowling ball, like it's super, super heavy. There you go. And stay here for a couple long, slow, deep breaths. From here, sit down slowly on the bed. We're going to come into a seated crisscross forward fold. So sitting crisscross, you're going to stay seated just like that, and you're going to walk your hands out and bring your forehead toward the bed. So you might have your arms straight out like Joy does right now, or you might bend your elbows, there you go, and bring your forehead on top of your top arm. And then you'll stay here for a few long, slow, deep breaths. So with every inhale, really fill your back, fill your belly. Pretend like there's a balloon in your belly and your back. And with every exhale, you'll let all the air out of that balloon and sink into the bed a little more. From here, we're going to come into child's pose. So come up onto your table, there you go, and from your table on your hands and knees, then sit back on your heels and bring your forehead down to the bed. And maybe your big toes touch. You might spread your knees apart a little bit so that your belly comes closer to the bed. And some people like to bring their arms down by their sides. That feels really soothing. So you can do whatever feels better to you. And then you'll hold this one for a few full cycles of breath. And here again, with your inhale, breathing in, there's that big balloon in your belly and your back. And with every exhale, you let out all of the air and you relax into the bed a little more. From here, we're going to move into Candlestick Pose. And to do that, first you roll over gently onto your back. Yep. And then you reach your legs up toward the ceiling. Yeah. Try to have them be straight up to the ceiling because in a minute we're going to do something else with our legs up. There you go. And Joy brought her arms out to the sides. You can bring your arms out to the sides. You can bring your hands on top of your belly and feel your belly get bigger as you breathe in. Feel your belly go down towards the bed as you breathe out. And then from here, we'll move into plow shape. So bring your arms down by your sides. Yep. And then float your straight legs back over behind your head. And you might even get your toes to touch the bed behind you. You might not. You might. Keep your face looking up toward the sky. And we'll stay here for a couple long, slow, deep breaths. So we've got 3 shapes left. From here, we're going to move into a twist. So hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Yeah. And then let go, and your arms can come straight out to the sides, or you can bend your elbows like a cactus. So Joy, choose whether you want your, all right, she's doing the cactus shape. So you're going to keep your knees bent. You might bring your knees into like a 90-degree angle with your lower legs being parallel to the bed. Take a big inhale, and she's already going for it. As you exhale, move your knees over to one side, and as you inhale, you come back through center. Exhale over to one side, yep, and then inhale through the center. And exhale and moving back and forth. You might bring your face to look in the opposite direction of your knees as you twist back and forth. And then from here, we move into 5-pointed star. So go ahead and straighten your legs out, separate your feet to form 2 points of the star. There you go. And keep your arms straight out to the sides. Yeah. So the 5 points of the star are your 2 feet and your 2 hands and your head. And we'll take a couple smooth, rhythmic breaths here. From here, we're going to move into a reclined butterfly shape. So bring the bottoms of the feet together. Let the knees bend. Yeah, and they go wide out to the sides. And in this reclined butterfly, you can bend your elbows again, forming that cactus shape. Or you can keep your arms straight out to the sides, or you might bring your hands onto your belly and feel. With every inhale, feel your belly rise, and with every exhale, feel your belly button sink back down toward the bed. For our final shape, we're going to do wishing star. So for this, you'll extend your legs out. So straighten out your legs. Straighten out your legs and just let your feet be a little a little ways away from one another, just a few inches, yeah. And your arms come down by your sides with your palms facing up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and you want to close your eyes at this point and imagine a star.
Eye pillow.
And Joy is requesting an eye pillow.
If you have one, you can use it.
That's right. How's that?
Good.
Good. All right. So those are 10 shapes to help your child fall asleep faster and to get a better night of sleep, or for you yourself to practice. Sleep deprivation and stress can be a vicious cycle for both adults and for children. We don't get enough good sleep, which contributes to greater stress the next day, which contributes to poor sleep the next night, and on and on and on and on and on. That is where yoga comes in. Yoga helps us to lower our stress. As Joyce said at the beginning, it helps us to calm our minds, and it also relieves tension in the body. So it's a very effective and natural sleep remedy. I hope that this sequence has empowered you to help your little ones or even yourself to fall asleep faster, to have a more peaceful night of rest. If you're interested in learning more about story and stretch narrative yoga for kids, I've got 3 books out, and they are written for adults. You don't have to be a certified yoga instructor, a parent, a grandparent, a teacher, a mentor. They're designed to help any adult lead any kid, ages really 2 and up, through yoga practices like mindfulness and meditation, breathing exercises, telling them a story, recreating the story using yoga, guiding them through relaxation, and having some discussion at the end. This book has 10 full lesson plans using gospel stories. This has 12 stories from all over the world, different time periods, different cultures, different faith traditions. It's titled Story and Stretch, a guide to teaching kids yoga using seasonal stories. And this one has 10 full lesson plans for stories from the Old Testament. You can check those out at Beombrella, spelled BEOMBRELLA.com. Peace. Bye-bye.